All right, guys. This is Bison XFA9, guys. I'm going to be doing a bit of a follow-up video on the Speed Duel player survey. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the YGO organization page that had the link for the Speed Duel. Typically, Konami released this late last month. I did a video on it. I went through each and every question and explained why I was choosing the answers I did. And to be honest, I really didn't think any much of it. I was kind of crossing my fingers that Konami would listen to us, and lo and behold, they did. Because one of the things that I put down was I wanted to see more products like the box sets of the Battle City be released, and lo and behold, Speed Duels will be getting more box sets, and they're in the box set we're getting next year is going to be based on Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. So we're moving from the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! To the GX era, which basically means GX era was more archetype focused. So the decks will have a little bit more tighter focus with the archetype support, which is actually very great. And it's one of the strongest things that the GX era gave us in the physical card game was these archetypes. And there were a lot of great archetypes in the GX era. Okay, the box set's coming out February 18th next year. Gonna be around $30. And of course, they've dropped 3 names, Jaden Yuki, Astro Phoenix, and Dr. Crowler. Astro Phoenix being included in this kind of makes me think that this box is going to probably cover the first 2 seasons of the GX anime. There was 4 over in Japan. We never got the 4th season. The series was canceled before the 4th season could be dubbed. Sucks, but you can still watch it subbed anyway. But that being said, so we know that Element of Heroes, Destiny Heroes, and Ancient Gears are going to be at least 3 of the decks that are going to be included in this box set. Typically, what we get is the 8 decks, and then we get a bunch of extra cards to help either support the decks or add to other decks that are already in Speed Duels. That being said, I actually do see Jaden probably picking up a second deck in this box. The first deck will probably be for Element of Heroes, and the second deck will probably be for his Neo-Spacian strategy. I just don't think it's a good idea to mesh both of those archetypes together in one Speed Duel deck, especially with the constraints that the Speed Duel decks have. I just don't think it's a good idea. So 2 separate decks, very good. So for Jaden, and that will be that. So that's 4. We have 4 other characters that should be introduced in this particular box set. Chaz, definitely. And the deck I would like to see him run is going to be Ojamas. Okay, Alexis and her Cyber Angels, that's another deck that I would love. We don't really have a solid ritual strategy in Speed Duels. We've gotten different ritual cards, but it's not just one particular solid strategy. Cyber Angels will definitely solve that. I know they're very consistent. And since it's a Speed Duel form, we don't really have to worry about the Master Role ban list affecting us. I expect to see Cyrus and his Vioroids. Fingers crossed we might get a few of the cards that were revealed, that were released in the OCG, but not released in the TCG. I know that Konami does like sneaking some of those cards into products of this. And then the last deck I definitely would see in the Speed Duels box set is definitely going to be Cyber Dragons. I mean, you're doing GX era, you want to see Zane and his Cyber Dragon strategy in there. Cyber Dragon is just an amazing strategy, and you know damn well it's going to be pretty much a top deck once this box set drops, considering it's statting within Master Role. So that's what I'm expecting for the 8 decks in the box set. What we might turn around and see with extra cards, I'm going to probably say we might see some of the GX Dinosaur support included in the extra cards, but not a specific deck, primarily because we already got a bunch of dinosaur cards already. So I think it's more to tie it up with some of the more support that Hasselberry used in his deck, probably a skill or 2 for him, and then some of the support he used. Who knows? Maybe we might even get Ultimate Conductor Torreno in this. Who knows? That's kind of speculation. I'm also speculating we might get a second Chaz skill and the VW support just to actually be able to enhance that strategy moving forward. I expect to see the majority of the extra cards being fusion monsters because when you think, and as well as elemental hero support, because when you really think about the GX era sets, the elemental heroes were getting support pretty much almost every set. So I definitely anticipate a lot of the other fusions to be included in these extra cards, because the fusion decks in speed duels right now are limited to 5 cards. So unless they're going to be upping the number of cards in the extra deck full moving forward, we're stuck with 5 cards, and you're going to have to pick which fusion monsters you want to be using with your hero deck. So hopefully we'll get the rest of the hero fusions that were released through the GX era sets, as well as some of the Omni Hero support as well, because those are the better fusions. I think everybody's going to be looking for those. And that's pretty much what I think it's going to be in the box set. Now, for the future of speed duels, I'm kind of crossing my fingers. We might get a couple, at least one wave of decks, 2-3 deck boxes. One that might focus on characters that might have been villains or went evil in the first 2 seasons, and so I would think maybe Zane with his Cyber Darks. The character that actually utilized the Sacred Beasts, that will be cool, to get those cards, and then Sartorius and his Arcana Force deck. So that would be one theme for a set of decks, and then the other theme would move us more into the 3rd season of GX, would basically be stuff like Adrian Gecko and his Cloudians, Axel with his Volcanics, and Jesse Anderson with his Crystal Beasts. I would like to see how Crystal Beasts work in speed duels, especially with the constructed back rows. That would be very interesting to actually see. And then hopefully later in the year, after the decks come out, we get a second box set for the GX era. This covers other elements that happened during the course of the 3rd and 4th seasons for GX. We might turn on see Jaden and his evil heroes show up in there. Probably Dark Worlds. I know that they weren't attached to any particular. Well, actually, no, they were utilized by one of the Dark World Brawn. So yeah, maybe, who knows? Dark Worlds. I know in the Duel Links, that's actually a popular deck, so probably maybe Dark Worlds in there. In the second deck, probably maybe a few other decks that were expanded. I know we didn't touch Viper and his Venom deck. We also turned around and had Jim in his Fossil deck. And I'm kind of hoping they would expand in the Fossils. And then I'm kind of hoping they would actually bring in maybe a few of the Magna decks. Maybe Atticus Rhodes, his Sphere deck from the Magna. That would be actually pretty cool to see. I would love to see, what was it? Jim's Dark Alligator deck from the Magna, and I would love to see Adrian Gecko's Magna deck as well, because I think, yeah, his Sealed Beast would definitely work well in speed duels. To be honest, I'm very excited to see these new products. Like I said, the other decks and the other box set is all speculation outside of this, but right now, hopefully this is something that Konami kind of follows, and we get a lot more cards into speed duels to represent the GX era. These are my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you want to be seeing in the GX era speed duel products down in the comments section below. As always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this on my channel, make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so you don't miss any uploads. Check out the description box below. Find the invite link to my Discord server. Join the conversation. We'd love to have you. Check out the links to my affiliates, tcgplayer.com, as well as sideversus.com. Great resources for any Yu-Gi-Oh player. Follow me on social media. And until next time, guys, peace.